Welcome all, I am Dennis Kingon, your commentator and the person that organised this Song Quest Grand Final Best Road Trip Song. As we looked for the best road trip song, we had 40 songs submitted by 48 different people, and we narrowed that list of songs down to 12, eliminating my own song in the process, which I am not bitter about. Lies. Anyway, joking aside, here are the 12 songs that were being judged, and we have 12 jury members to go through. A nice drink there. So anyway, let's move to the first jury member. So the 12 points from Holly Ling and Hayley Todd goes to Nicola Morrison with Tracy Chapman, Fast Car. And here are where the other points are going to. So our first 12 points going to Tracy Chapman, Fast Car. Interesting fact, Nicola also entered the Tracy Chapman Fast Car for the New Year's Song Quest. Got a decent result from that, so interesting that she picked the song for this as well. Anyway, so yep, that is currently leading, but it's still very early days as we move on to jury member number 2. And the 12 points from Julie Lightfoot goes to Nicola Morrison again. So here's where the other points are going to. So that will be the lead will increase. It's still very early days, but 24 points, a perfect run so far. Second place is Lynn Turner's pick, Queen, Don't Stop Me Now. And it's an 8-point lead, but it's still we're on only on to jury member number 2. So let's see what happens. So. The third jury member is Tommy Kosh, and his 12 points go to Helen Oliver with her pick, John Denver, Take Me Home, Country Roads. Here are where the other points are going to. And no points for Nicola Morrison, so the lead's being cut down to just 1 point. Queen Don't Stop Me Now is only 2 points behind, so very close for those top 3 places at the moment. Anyway, we will move on to jury member number 4. And the 12 points from Amber goes to Lynn Loveday's pick, Meatloaf, Bad Out of Hell. And here are where the other points are going to. Yeah, and so I believe I'm not sure what's that. I believe it's okay. It's a 4-point lead, so it's an increase. So the lead has increased. Same top 3, but. Yeah, but Meatloaf and Tony Christie are not too far behind, and there's still a lot that can happen. So let's see what happens as we move on to jury member number 5, Kelly Darwin, and her 12 points go to AC/DC, Highway to Hell, Aaron Kingon and Kevin Hayter's pick. So as we move along, so Aaron Kingon's my nephew, by the way. So multiple people can pick the same song. If the song wins, then anyone that picks that song wins. That's how it works. So we see those 12 points now moves AC/DC to second place with John Denver still leading. But second and third place has now changed. AC/DC and Meatloaf with Queen and Tony Christie being pushed out. Queen and Tracy Chapman being pushed out, but no, that's so yeah. Anyway, not much separating the first half of the leaderboard. As we move on to jury member number 6, and the 12 points from Frank Lyford goes to Dennis Kingon, my dad. I should have mentioned this earlier. My dad has the same name, anyways, but his pick was Tokenhead's Road to Nowhere. It was in last place, but it will move up thanks to this. So let's see where that'll go to. So Jonathan actually, despite not getting the 12 points, still increases that lead by a little bit. And you can see there, Tokenheads are now went from 12th to 9th, thanks to those 12 points. And we're doing this is the first half of the of this grand final, and here are the results so far. But we must move on to the second half. Will things stay the same, or will things completely flip over? Let's see. Our seventh jury member is Sam Grant, and his 12 points goes to Dennis King on Tokenheads Road to Nowhere. A second set of 12 points in a row will really help to push the song up the rankings. So John Denver now at a 10-point lead over AC/DC, and I was right. The 12 points has now pushed it to join 5th with Tracy Chapman. So yes, still all to play for. 10-point lead may look good now, but it could mean nothing by the next few jury members. So let's see what happens. We're on to jury member number 8, Suzanne Steele, and her 12 points goes to Helen Oliver, John Denver, Take Me Home, Country Roads. Oh, that's going to be a big increase in points in the lead. So it was a 12-point lead. It is now a 18-point lead. Oh, and AC/DC not getting that many points as well. So now Queen and Don't Stop Me Now, that's now level. Tony Christie only a point below. Picked from Cheryl Jackson and Michelle Cadby. Please correct me if I'm wrong about those name pronunciations. Oh dear. Anyway, so we move on to jury member number 9, Emily Matheson, and her 12 points goes to Tony Christie. Is This the Way to Amarillo? And you see where the other points are going to. 8 points for Helen Ivor. There's a typo there, but I'm not going to fix it. And that's another increase as we got 3 jury members. We're up to... actually, it's not an increase. It is... the lead's actually been decreased by a little... But only by a little bit, as we got 3 jury members. And she has almost got it. Almost got it, but there's still... But if she doesn't get many points in the next 3 jury members... We have Tony Christie and AC/DC ready there to take the lead, and maybe even Queen. And so let's see what happens. Yeah. And the 10th jury member is Catherine Astrop, and her 12 points goes to... Oh, John Denver, Take Me Home, Country Roads. The lead increases. Yeah, the lead increases. It is almost a done deal, but let's see where everything is. A 21-point lead as we go into the second to last jury member, and if she gets at least 5 points, it is all over. Just needs to get to 4 points. So 4 points, just miscalculated there. 24 points. So that pretty much wants to get to 91 points. Then it's over. The only songs that can overtake that are AC/DC, Highway to Hell, and Is This the Way to Amarillo. For them to win, they pretty much need to get almost a perfect run in these next 2 juries. And the all important set of points are going to be from Callum Stone. Anyway, and here we are, Cheryl Jackson and Michelle Cadby only getting the 2 points. That will put Tony Christie out of the running. And remember, we just need 4 or more for Oliver for her to claim victory. Let's see what happens. There it is! Take Me Home Country Roads wins. And the 12 points from Callum Stone goes to Steppenwolf Born to Be Wild and not Brun to Be Wild, as you may have noticed in the leaderboard. And there we go. But who's going to get silver and bronze? It's we've only 12 points on the line, so only 12 points. I'm actually with 12 points can be gained. So let's see who gets the medals. Only 1 point between Queen and Tony Christie. So that battle for a medal will be tight. Let's see where we go as we announce the results from me. So my 12 points goes to Token Heads, Road to Nowhere, and let's see where the other points are going to. Oh, sorry, 8 points should say Lynn Loveday. That's my mistake. 10 points, 8 points, 10 points, Lynn Loveday, who had, actually, what is, the 10 points, yeah, Meatloaf, Banner, Lynn Loveday, I was right. 8 points, Lynn Turner. And that means that the gold goes, you can see where the medals are going to now. Yes, I did give 12 points to my dad. You don't have to claim nepotism but you can if you want. Anyway, so here is where the medals are going to. So the bronze medal goes to Lynn Turner with Queen Don't Stop Me Now. She won the last song quest, which was Difference Is Good, with Lady Gaga, Born This Way. So she'll get the bronze medal. The silver medal goes to my nephew Aaron Kingon and Kevin Hayter, who isn't my nephew. I've never met Kevin Hayter, but well done, both of you get the silver medal. But the gold medal, with a runaway victory, Helen Oliver with John Denver's Take Me Home Country Roads. And what a victory! That both the previous two victories were very close victories, but this one was a runaway victory. At the start it looked like it could have been close, but towards the end it just pulled ahead. Anyway, thank you for watching this video and putting up with any mistakes that I have done. And I hope to see you watch the results for the next Song Quest, which is Halloween. Entries close on the 9th of October. See you there.